Your frosting look a little bit rugged. A little bit.
Chocolate.
Stand still! Look, I don't know what the hell kind of game you're trying to play here, but I'm much too tired for this.
Booga. Nice, roundy.
Shut up!
Nice popos.
Shut up!
You say talk.
No, let's go!
Lumen. Lumen.
Excuse me, I was just looking for Stan.
What's up, guys? So today I'm going to do this live. I usually do these pre-recorded, but we're going to do it live, right? Batman Dark Knight Unwrapped by David Finch. And I'm going to bring on my buddy here.
What's up?
Yo, who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone. Hello?
What's that?
What's up? Yo, where's Dookie?
Yo, Duke.
Hey!
Yo.
What's that?
What's that?
What's up?
Yo, who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone. Hello?
What's that?
What's up?
Yo, who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone. Hello?
What's that?
What's up? Yo, where's Dookie?
Yo, Duke.
Hey!
Yo.
What's that?
What's that? Yo, Duke.
Hey!
Yo.
What's that?
What's that?
Hi.
For you, I need to make a longer edit.
I thought I had more time. I was all putting on my hair and brushing my makeup and all that stuff. And like, well, greetings from 6 a.m. Antarctica over here. We just woke up. Shelby thought it was a good idea to do a Finch Unwrapped early this morning.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm very excited. You just got your copy.
Yes. Yeah, super excited.
Andy's copy is mintier fresh than my copy.
Well, I haven't beat it to the Pope yet, so give me some time. Give me some time.
I read mine like 200 times.
So yeah, this isn't a what's happening stream, like Shelby pointed out. It's a Batman Unwrapped by David Finch, art inspiration. I've been trying to hunt down this book like forever. It's about the only book that like the Batman Unwraps that came out and like just disappeared. Everybody wanted it. I think it was actually more popular than probably the Hush one, right, Shelby? I think you still
because you can still find Hush.
That's you can find Hush everywhere, but the Finch one like almost impossible. And now the resales are about 150 each.
Luckily, man, I almost got you one for Christmas, but I was like, nah. Shadowhawk talks. What's up, Shadowhawk?
But
let's see, Andy, you're not first. You're like fourth. There's like no, you're third actually. Let's see. Phil Diaz says, "I'm sleeping." Hold on a second. Yo, it's like lunchtime, Phil.
Yeah,
where you're at.
It's like noon where Phil's at. Like it's still dark over
how
here.
You doing? Dude, all right, so we only have like a little bit of time to do this too.
All right, we're gonna try to wrap. We're gonna try to wrap it up in an hour, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is all new to me. I've actually got all the floppies. I did buy the virtual one.
Andy, did you look through the index here? Like of what was actually in it?
No. No, because I know we're gonna have a stream about this book. Like I said, finally, after probably a year worth of searching, found somebody who had a minty fresh copy for $30. I jumped on it immediately. I don't think that person knew what they had because this book is retailing somewhere around 100, 150. So, anywho, I'm very fortunate to have it now. I'm gonna crack it open for the first time. Nice. It came out shrink wrapped. It was beautiful. So I cheated a little bit. I did flip through it a couple of times, and something that we could see, because Shelby will actually be showing it all beautiful and stuff on his camera, but a lot of these pages are inked, right?
So here's the deal. I have a theory that they either lost or couldn't locate or just didn't get copies of the pencils made, or Dave didn't photocopy it or scan it and whatnot.
So this has nothing to do with him going digital on a few pages. That's not
no, not at all. So I think what happened here is that most of this, if not all of it, is inked by Richard Friend. I know that Scott Williams did a little bit in the front, like those first 3 books before Golden Dawn, I'm pretty sure. But Richard Friend came on, and he's a badass. He's a very good inker, man. Like over Finch, they're a good pairing.
I agree.
I like his work over Finch and Wilson. Him and Wilson, him and Finch are like perfect together. The inks and the pencils, but yeah. So I think that what it is that they wanted to give us the entire, like there's no pages missing. So they got scans of the pages by Richard Friend. And that's the ones that are like this. Like that's the inked page next to a pencil.
Right.
So it's just for the sake of having the page, instead of just,
I'm telling you, I just kind of creeped through it. I just kind of fanned through it. And I noticed there was suddenly some pages that were completely black. I'm like, what's going on? And sure enough, some of them are.
Yeah. No, none of this is inked by Finch. Nothing inside of here, at least.
But it's probably. I mean, aside from the Ascension run that he had at Top Cow,
way back, yeah.
This and Aphrodite 9, right? Aphrodite 9. This is
people got a weird soft spot for those books. I actually don't really. I enjoy both, but I don't think they were like him. It was like him trying to find himself, man. Because like the females all look like Patrick Nagel women, and the dudes look like Simon Bisley knockoffs, and in the best of way, but I mean, it was what it was. It was like he was trying to ditch that Silvestri style at that time.
People might hate me for this, but as much as I appreciate the Moon Knight run, like I said, this Unwrapped and Aphrodite 9 and Ascension were a good run for me, especially if you could get those black and white editions that they released. Those were always on my desk. Like I remember trying to do the fades and the cross hatchings like him and stuff like that on a lot of my pieces around that time, because man, I mean, what he did was awesome. How he just did the solids for that matter. But I don't want to take any more time. I know it's a big.
Did you already unwrap it?
It's already. I already unwrapped my Unwrapped.
Oh, I made you big because I thought you were gonna.
No, I don't got a
open it on stream.
I don't got a camera on it, so you'll probably have to do the camera, and then I can do the play-by-play.
Yeah, I'll flip it.
Yeah, Shelby's got a way better art setup.
Mark says, sounds like schemes and scams to me.
What schemes and scams?
We're legit here, Mark Penguin. We're bringing truth.
They still don't believe it says live up on the upper right corner.
I know. You guys think this is pre-recorded.
This
Skip
is a
Edwards
premiere.
Is watching it.
I know
Skip
it.
Edwards is watching this on his phone at work. Getting ready to go home.
These guys are streaming in the morning on a Saturday.
Like, oh, great. Another pre-recorded art stream.
Let's be real. We don't have Saturday morning cartoons anymore like we did when we were kids. So
yeah, now we stream.
Yeah,
there ain't no Thundercats, Jason the Wheeled Warriors in this house. We're streaming art.
No Silverhawks.
There ain't no Smurfs. Fucking neighbor looks like Gargamel. We have all sorts of stray cats too, so. All right.
All right, let's go.
All right, all right, man. Let's see. I'll make myself
big.
That always sounds
Also.
funny. Let me make myself big. Oh, check this out. Andy, what do you think of this one? Oops. Where's that? If this wasn't live, would we be pointing out that Andy Perez has more money than you?
Like every other stream we've noted out.
That's right.
If this wasn't live,
stream.
would I be referencing Batman Begins as my name title? We clearly didn't record this.
If this wasn't live, would I be drinking 3-hour-old coffee?
Right? If this isn't live, would we be reviewing a book that came out almost over 5 years ago?
Shoot, I need to check. I need to check this, man. I need to check this. Let's give me some weird error. Let's look at this.
Yeah, so it says Batman Returns, Dark Knight, 2010. Is that really how old this is?
Okay. StreamYard's dumb, dude. I'm just gonna point that out, Andy.
Why? What's going on?
Oh, it's giving me some weird errors saying that. I don't know. Anyways.
Oh, okay. So before you get started, the very first page. What are those black smudges?
Which ones?
On the big Batman, right on the title page, on the first
in the
page.
very front. Oh yeah, you know what? Every time I open this book, I think I smashed a fly.
Yes, right
that's
next to
pencil, dude. That's just pencil, man.
But how dark did he go on those
Finch.
at?
That's just these are legit like photo stat. Like these are photo stats because you even see the blue color of the blue line. Yeah,
it almost looks like eraser shavings that just got. We're still on the
accidentally scanned. Yeah, actually they do, huh? No, I mean actually that one on the belt might be. We should do an eraser shaving stream, like messed up comics.
I am 100%. I always fall into that. I'm scanning pages, and then until I see it on the screen, I'll see these black marks. I go back to the scanner. I see these eraser shavings that are on the plate.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Right. So this book covers Batman. This is all around, like this is like right before DC 52, and then it runs into 52 content because these first 3 books are Scott Williams inked. This number 1 is at least because I remember it had a paint. It had a that weird. Andy, you remember that cover stock? It was like it felt like money. It felt like a fabric. It didn't really feel like paper.
Yeah, it was
the one that Scott Williams inked.
Mm-hmm.
So you get Batman: The Return, Planet Gotham. I think that's that short story right here. Yeah, it was this one. It says it had bat ink. Well, we don't care about the inks. It's not really in here. So then we got the 2010 Golden Dawn Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. And then the Batman: The Dark Knight 2011 1 through 9, which was like the 5th. That's one that was like White Rabbit when they brought in White Rabbit and Clayface, and it was all. Remember Buff Joker?
Yes,
Buff Joker's in there. Yeah.
So let's point out how brilliant these 2 pages are. Just, I mean, I know we're just getting started, and this is like a reminder for myself too.
Mm-hmm.
When you're drawing comics, you're just like, okay, I gotta fill up every panel, and every page has to have like at least 8 panels or 4 spectacular blowout panels. But if you notice how the simplicity of these 2 pages are, you literally have a pinup on the left-hand side. And look how, I mean, the bottom right, it's so simple, but it adds to the story. It's just amazing what, I mean, just re-envisioning the scene, you know?
Yeah. Well, he followed, I mean, this whole thing, this short story here, it's in one of my trades over there. I don't recall what it was actually printed in to begin with, though. I feel like this was a backup and something. But anyways, this reminds me of Frank Miller's Dark Knight with the shadows, like because there was a whole scene in there where it had like the bat and then like the lightning and the broken glass, like in the beginning of Dark Knight Returns.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of dialing into that a little bit here. This is a cool double pager here too, man.
Yeah, just it's funny how he gave shape to the logo.
Yeah, you see all the it's all like he hit that bevel and emboss in Adobe. Yeah, he hit the bevel emboss with a what is that, Andy? A 45-degree drop shadow at 100% opacity,
and they printed him in blue.
Yeah, you know what's funny about this here too? Do you notice he drew in the entire the entire contour of the legs, the torso, the bicep? Yeah, bro. And then all that, it's just like spot it. He didn't leave any highlights, any nick detail on the edge of anything here. No rim lighting or any of that.
Nope. He's done, son.
Yeah, man, this is cool. Okay, I only have one gripe about this book. We didn't buy this book for the story, dude.
You didn't like the coloring lettering?
Just get these lettering out of here. Like, no, I don't want this on my book.
So the good thing is that there's a season pro will give you enough space for you to actually put the word bubbles and stuff. Like they won't just like I'm gonna draw on the whole thing,
bro. Yeah, man. Look at like the setup of Batman here, and everything's pushed to the right. This is drawn very nicely, but it wouldn't hurt to have, and they did it. They all the lettering is blown over the smoke.
Right. But even the next panel, look at it. It's on empty space. It's great because the artist already knew. Okay, right. I need to allow space for the letter. Where I've seen many a times, it's like I'm gonna draw the whole max of this panel. It's like, where are we supposed to letter it?
Right. All the brick and mortar, all the detailing and everything else, when it's just going to get, it's on the chopping block essentially, because it's just going to get covered up. Yeah. No, Finch. Yeah, Finch. This is top of the game. I like this era of Finch. Dave's stuff now is still like super awesome, but there was something special about this because I feel like a lot of this stuff was the first time he was doing some of these things. This is a lot better than I really like the Avengers books he did too, right? Like the new Avengers and even the Avengers up to 500, right? But when you look at those, dude, he was shortcutting a lot. Like if you compare it to this stuff,
it might have been deadlines. I mean, look at the Batmobile on this page. Whew.
Yeah, dude.
The details on the tires, down to like the lug nuts. I mean, bro. Yep. Like, okay, Shelby, you being a season pro, what is this, like a week's worth of work? And a lot of hover hand?
Pager?
And a lot of hover hand?
You know, for some, I don't know, for some people it's 2 months of work, maybe 3. For myself, honestly, dude, I could knock this out in a day, but it would be a long day. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, there'd be poopy breaks and then eating in the studio, but I'd still finish it. Yeah. Hey, look, Andy, turn the page, man. Look, there's some of that eraser. I don't know. Do you think that's eraser, or do you think that's like he stabbed the page? Like when you look at it.
Well, because it's hard to tell because in the areas where these spots are at, why would he have stabbed the paper there?
Because some of the finer lines, if you look at the hatching right here on his abdomen, Andy. If you look, those lines are a lot darker, dude. Like a lot darker going across horizontally, right? So like maybe because he uses mechanical pencils, and when you sharpen them, they get hella sharp. The drafting pencil, I should say. So maybe that's just like literally, maybe he just kind of nicked it, going across the page working and just nicked it somehow.
Like, dude, like he's a madman just to get a lot of the details, like the floors, like
right.
And it's interesting because I know we just passed that last page with the double page. Whoever has his book, if you look at the Batmobile page, like you could actually see the pencils where he made himself like a grid. on the upper left. You can see like how he
Oh,
penciled in
you can see all
grids.
that. Yeah, I don't see a lot of artists doing that, man. The perspective grid, lightly drawn, and then the only other artist I can think of, like, and I don't think he does this that often, Andy. Like, this seems very. Maybe this was an establishing shot that he just felt the need to do that with
Mhm.
like placing all these, these rocks and stuff coming off the ceiling. But hey, look right here. He kind of did like that, like the negative space death blow Sin City thing. Do you see that? Like on the
Yeah, yeah.
floor?
That's what I'm
It's like
telling
the
you. Like
uplighting.
the
Yeah,
detail.
man. I'm over here acting like this is the first time I've seen this shit. Looked at this thing like 100 times, dude.
And you see, that's why books like the like this one is such a huge, great investment because you could see it all the way through, walk away from it, come back another week, and you're gonna catch other things that just pop out.
Bro, check out the background right here. So he did the grid. I don't think that's in the book. Like, this feels kind of unnecessary to draw these three figures here by using that grid, right?
So the art teacher in me will tell you, see, he didn't skip any steps. He wanted to make sure the perspective was correct, so he just drew the
Yeah,
grids.
but that's unnecessary. A skinny little panel like this, like, you could
True.
have eyeballed that.
True, but he's not skipping corners, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think anyone looking at this is thinking, oh my gosh, Dick Grayson's a giant.
Well, I don't know those eyes. He's got like adult eyes.
He gave him the 90s Jim Lee eyes. All right. So here's one of the ink. Here's the first ink page we've come up to that we're talking about. What do you think of them suits, dude?
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah,
See,
I don't know who. I think this might be Weems. I think this might be Weems.
I don't even think we've gone through like a whole book yet. And I could tell you now, like this again is another example of why, like, I think inkers are so unappreciated. The ones that are really good. Because imagine getting a page like this and be like, all right, here you go. You got about half a day to knock this out.
Hey, dude. So, Andy, tell me if I'm wrong. The best inkers, when you meet them at shows, are also taking pencil and ink commissions of their own because they're badass artists, dude, right? Yeah. Scott Williams. Here, let's see the list, dude. Scott Williams. He can draw. Dude, he's doing Marvel covers, right? Richard Friend. Richard Friend got his own book coming out. Shit looks fucking wacky, crazy. You got who else there? Jonathan Glapian. Have you been following Jonathan's work? Glapian's like Twitter and stuff. He's been doing some. Bro, he's doing Spawn covers now, like painted stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he has a cool style. It's sort of like a fringe kind of Capullo thing.
And that's really it, right? Because most people think, okay, and some may, I'm not sure, but that it's just really tracer job.
Well, here's the weird thing, dude, is Joe Weems. So Joe Weems is a very, very good penciler and an inker. And he basically is kind of like, I don't want to, he's kind of, I don't want to say the poor man's because he's actually expensive, but he's like the poor man version of Silvestri, right? It's very much like ink and Mark for so long. You know, he's definitely developed a style based on Mark's underdrawing. So, but then you get like someone like Matt Banning. I don't remember ever seeing Matt draw. At least nothing where I was like, whoa, you know, like it's surprising. Like they're surprisingly good with the pencil too.
Yeah, and that's the I would say that's the trade you'd have to bring in as an inker, is that you need to know your way how to draw as well, because there's some times that you're probably going to have to ad lib or figure out how to make the best out of the piece, the pencil piece. And there might be some artists, I mean, inkers out there who are just straight out like, I'm going to copy line per line.
The page after it, I've been skipping forward while we're talking. So, what do you think? What do you think of this stuff here? He's doing some of the negative space stuff up here. This is weird. They didn't utilize this area right here. Like there could have been like dialogue, like this dialogue here, right on the panel two. Yeah, dude, I would have thrown it on top or at least cut it up.
True. Yeah,
It
honestly.
just,
So
I don't know, man.
people are gonna hate me, but that page is an eyesore because like I want to look at the page on the right, but the solid blacks is like pulling me to the left, but I don't want to see that. I want to see the stuff on the right.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you got this page here. You got this molten. What the hell?
Like not
Oh,
taking
this guy, yeah.
not taking anything away from inkers, but you know, any studio that'd be like, look, Finch, we're gonna do a whole book, and you just have to pencil it because that's how we're gonna release it.
Mm-hmm.
That book will still make money.
Yeah. Anything Finch draws in pencil can go straight to color, and I'd still buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something. It is pretty cool with the inks. You know, he has to have the right inker though. Danny Mickey did a ton of inks on him at Marvel, and Danny's inks on him were like, I feel like he was just sort of sticking to the lines, you know. And I think Danny actually shines more when he hijacks the page a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I have very little work with Danny. I have less than 20 pages of my stuff inked by Mickey, but I always wanted him to ink me because he would kind of bring in different line. Sometimes he would add line art like in some of the fades to help accentuate or some thicknesses that I didn't think about.
See, and that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between like some inkers. Like he's an artist.
Tracer.
Yeah, to some extent.
Yeah, I do the same thing too. I don't know. I've had complaints before. I hijack when I'm inking people.
I'm actually skimming in front of you. So when I came across this page, I just want to point out. See, this is what I'm kind of saying about like Finch could just do his own
which
pencil
one?
book.
These that I'm on?
Yeah, just for comparison's sake. There's just something, and maybe it's just me as a penciler, right? There's just something about seeing like the strokes in the pencil marks, because once you go into inks, it's a solid black. But if you look at the right side, I mean, it's obvious. Like you see every pencil, like the direction it's going, and all the details. And just because of the way the pencil is, it actually gives it depth. Where sometimes it goes into ink and it's just flat black.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah, like even on the chest.
Yeah. Or even the folds.
He kind of shaded, even though it's a black, it's not. You can see here. You can see all the lines leading to the light area. It's like he's sort of naturally artistically leading towards the hot spots on these characters, and you lose that as soon as it goes to here. It's a brush and black ink. You don't see what he was doing in here.
Yeah. Well, look at the directions
this is print ready and ready to be thrown on a 20-ounce tumbler and a lunchbox. So Andy, this is not.
Yeah, but you see, like even the textures on the coat, you could see like how it strides down and feathers down. Like
right.
Just, yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about it.
Yeah, and if I was inking that, I would probably retain some of that. Like even though I know he's indicating a complete black, like in this area right here, Andy. I would probably actually do some fade across like an area, like something that's closer to the viewer, and as it dips away, I'd probably do some thin lines to thick to black, and just kind of what do you call that? Like section it out, you know. And it would still appear black. It would still be part of it. It would just give it an extra layer of like an 80% gray, you know.
I hear you.
It's magic. Yeah, you got Batman here. He filmed some Dookie. All right, we're gonna skip across.
Yeah, go for it. I was gonna say a lot of these we could just kind of skip. They're just panels.
And then we gotta be out of here in about 45 minutes.
And then we got a minty fresh Batman painted.
Which page you on?
I'm already at the end of this, I think. Yeah.
Oh, all right, guys. So we're over here.
No, there's like a painted Finch splash.
Oh, the painting. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is the cover I got. I think the entire thing was painted though. I feel like it was all red and yellow. Or am I wrong? Like I think this rim light color was the color of the background. Like, did they digitally color it?
I have no clue.
Andy, what am I smoking, bro?
I don't know.
I feel like it was.
Are you
Because
sure?
I know
'Cause it looks like
that I
you were
have this.
painted it.
Yeah, I know that I have that cover because I also have all these books. Um, the issue with White Rabbit on the cover, though, bro, my somehow or another got damaged. Like the cover came off, so I always get pissed off when I find it in my reference boxes, my beaters, because I pick it up and the guts fall out every time, dude, because the staples came loose.
So Hojo is saying my inker fixes a lot of the background characters and my pencil doesn't render as well. But some of his pencils lose the dynamics with the close-ups because his detailed rendering, give and take.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. It's always a trade-off. It's always a trade-off. And sometimes you're kind of stuck with or just a friendship, right? Like, bro, you already know how I feel about like, okay, so like let's be real, dude. Quesada's work could have been so much better through the 90s, and you already know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, again, we could go back to that. I mean, somebody could spend $1,000 on a profile headshot of Jim Lee, and then they take it to Scott Williams, and suddenly you got a cover for a Batman cover. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Because he knows.
Yeah.
There's a perfect handshake there.
Yeah. And so sometimes in different cases, the inker is literally the all-star of the team. Scott Williams is the all-star with Jim. And it's evident, man. Anytime you see something inked by like Sandra Hope or you see it inked by even Rich Friend, they kind of, it's almost like they're nervous to deviate because maybe, I don't know, maybe Jim is like, I don't know, is a dictator or something. Who knows? I've never worked for him, but, you know, it's almost like they have a nervousness where they just kind of stick to the lines given, right? But then Scott will come in. Scott Williams going over Jim, and he's like, "Nah, let's make this better. Nah, this is weak. Let's fix this." Right? Like he does that a lot. Like, and he does it freehand with the inks too. I noticed. Like if you ever look at some of those posts that he puts up, you can see it, man. There was what was it, Joker 1000 or something like that. There was some cover, and it's like he completely redrew a bunch of the stuff, like the clothing, but it looked way better when Scott was done.
And
yeah, like some of this. Well, I was gonna say, Andy, some of this stuff, like, yeah, man, there's a kinetic energy. Even though this is jet black, there's a kinetic energy that he brings to the page with the stroke of the pencil that is completely lost when it hits the inking stage. And it's not the inker's fault, but again, it's like inkers do have an ability to lean into hijacking the piece to a degree and adding or removing detail if needed. But that can also lead to career suicide because sometimes the artist is like, nah, dude, like, I don't like that you're removing these lines because that's kind of my style. When the whole public's screaming like, stop, it's ugly.
and I've done that. I mean, being younger, I dabbled into like, oh, let me ink your stuff, you know, and just hungry to like do art, right? And I remember inking a guy's work, and I was knee deep in like Capullo and Tom McFarlane style, you know, to add detail and you know, give all this detail. And he was a little bit more, how can I put it, less detailed artwork. So when he saw the finished piece, he wasn't very happy about it. But you live and learn. Yeah, again, this is not advocating for any inker to hijack any penciler either. Like
I am. I'm 100% advocating. If their shit's whack, fix it.
Unless his name is Shelby, because he's fixed a lot of my stuff.
I didn't. No. I hijacked. It's not fixing. Trust me, dude. We could do a whole stream of stuff that I fixed. It's not yours. You wouldn't have a piece in there.
Oh, thanks, dude.
I'm tweeting it. I am a honest individual, Andy. Here, I'm gonna tweet this here.
What you tweeting?
Don't worry about it.
See, clearly this is a premiere because Shelby wouldn't be tweeting live on air.
Yeah. I only tweet premieres. There you go. I know you're never on Twitter, but I just posted it up. There you go. You guys can tweet it too if you'd like.
Oh man. Hold on, I probably have to log in because I haven't been in there forever.
My man.
My man.
Right. Oh shit, this thing was like turning. Okay, so Andy, where are you at? You tell me where you're at and I'll keep going. Hey, he draws a bunch of homeless people here.
Yeah, I'm just about there.
You're right here. I'm trying to do the math while we do this. Hold on a second. So right here. So we got to be at least to here in 15 minutes. So
okay.
All right.
I see that happening.
Well, chat, you know, if we're not moving, chat's getting
it's getting antsy.
Yeah. Well, also I gotta run and pick up some people. I'm gonna be streaming later tonight. I think we're doing Andy on Jeremy's channel. We're doing a covers stream, basically like different kinds of covers. So the ones that I'm going to be showing off tonight, Andy, are they're not necessarily like, oh, this is the greatest cover of all time. It's like these are covers that make me want to draw. That's kind of my angle on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that it's a key issue or it's drawn by Jim Lee or none of that. Like it might be freaking, Marvel Comics Presents 38. And you're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, this is why this cover, they did this one thing with the thing and the other stuff.
That's not a bad idea. Man, I could tell you, I probably have a list of books too.
Dude, I went through a short box and just started grabbing JPEGs off Google. I was like, dude, I have too much information. So I'm just going to I'm going to trim it down and maybe he'll do another stream of it.
Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of...
Right here again. Look at this. So Andy, check this out. So get to right here. If you see, he revisited that double page, but kind of at a different angle. And he was, I'm going to point this out. He was consistent, man. He's got that classic Joker card with the slick back hair. Debonair fella.
I think I've lost you. Oh, no, I found it. Okay.
You found it?
Yeah.
This little panel here, doesn't that kind of look like a Del Keown drawing? Like it doesn't feel like a Finch, this dude's face.
Maybe it was just the ink approach.
Maybe. But it kind of has like I don't know, man. Like there's a softness to it that Keown usually has.
Yeah. I don't know. Dude.
What's up, Homer Glitch? Thanks for joining. Me and Andy are just peeking through. Andy's very excited. He scored a copy of this
Finch Unwrapped.
Yeah, Batman Dark Knight Unwrapped by David Finch. Yeah. I love this panel right here, man. Finch draws some of the best capes, dude. It's like I really like the McFarlane, sort of like the house style that Capullo does, more so Capullo. McFarlane, when he draws capes, it looks like folded paper. It looks very two-dimensional, like Paper Mario and shit. Capullo has a little more of a three-dimensional in-your-face thing that he'll do with the shape and stuff. But Finch, he goes deep, dude. He doesn't just draw the cape and a couple like wrinkles where it's hitting the back. It's like he's throwing some deep cuts in there, man. Like the heavy shadows, and then it's kind of peeking out here, and here where the light's hitting it, because it has, and then that tells you that it has a little bit of a bow to it, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot. Kelly. Actually, strike that. Kelly Jones does this a lot, or used to do this a lot on the Batman stuff, but I think it just went unnoticed because, like, he kind of did that with figures too. All right, let's go. You get that double pager. Hey, what do you think of Finch's? What do you think of Finch's Penguin?
It's super greedy, dude. Looks like a troll.
Okay, okay. So what do you prefer? Penguin, the new Penguin from the Batman, or Finch's Penguin?
That's crazy. Because that's the thing. I mean, in comics, they go a little bit to the edge because it is comics, and Colin Farrell's was more of a very realistic human take at it. I'm not saying either one of them are wrong, but Finch's version is pretty cool to draw. It almost reminds me of the Violator.
Yeah. Okay, so
clown.
like here, so Andy, is it like Bart Sears Violator or like
Bart
Capullo
Sears.
Violator?
Bart Sears. It's very fleshy. Very fleshy.
The teeth look like they're made out of like pink erasers. What's up, Leandro? Sorry, man, I didn't say hi to Leandro earlier.
And you know what? A lot of it has to. I think he took reference from Tim Burton, because remember he had like all jagged teeth.
So I don't want to call this one out, but I'm gonna call one out. I'm gonna show you something here, Andy.
Don't do it, girl.
This is something I've always thought. Here, I'm gonna show you something that I've always thought.
Don't do it, girl.
It's this cover right here. Hold on a second. So this cover right here. Here, I'm gonna share this. Hold on a second here. So are you here too, Andy?
I'm still here.
No, I mean on this page, because I can't see where you're at.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm in there.
I've always thought that he flipped this and kind of took it here. Look at this one. Tell me if you think, or do you think it was inspired, or do you think it's just something about the crop, dude? It feels like a flip of the Abomination to me.
Okay, I could see it.
Maybe
a loose homage.
Some early 90s Keon, late 80s Keon. Yeah, I don't know, man. So the first time I saw this cover, I literally thought of that Del Keon piece.
I can see it.
Yeah. By the way, that I pulled that cover off one of my folder. I got like 300 files in there, dude. Hojo says Finch's first Moon Knight cover cape was amazing. Todd only draws triangles on top of triangles next to triangles. Yeah, kind of.
That was Mickey, right? You said Mickey inked that? The Moon Knight?
The Moon Knight was Mickey. Yeah. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with inspired either.
See,
to be honest, there's nothing even wrong with swipage, as long as you flip it in a way, because like there's so many swipes in Steve Platt's Moon Knight books. Like it's full of swipes, dude. That whole like four or five books he drew. There's like Todd swipes, Jim Lee swipes. There's a couple Will swipes, but we all just accept it because he drew it so well. You know what I mean? Like it's cool.
Well, and
Kelly Jones swipes exist in Sam Keith's work.
So much like music, man, it's really hard not to swipe because we grew up with this stuff. I mean, it's not like when, early days of Batman and Superman where they had no reference or a stack of comics on the side that, encouraged them or influenced them. So sometimes like the image got stuck in your head and you totally forgot about it. And then you thought it was your idea and you drew it and someone calls you out on it.
Right. I've done that. I've had that. Well, I've done that. I've had that happen to me a few times. I'm just looking at this. I want to look at this. Look, it kind of reminds me of that piece there.
I thought it was that piece.
And walking up the stairs.
It's not just a blow up of that piece?
Nuh-uh. It's this completely new piece. This is a splash.
Sorry, I confused that one with the one in the very, very front. The one I was telling you about, the thing in the nipple. The dark
This
spot.
also has a thing on the nipple. Look at it.
Yeah.
Is Dave Finch drawing nipples and then they just cover it in black? Look at it. It's right there too.
Maybe
Bro,
it's just how hard he pressed.
Andy, every single time I open this book, I always think I smashed a bug.
I'm telling you, for me, it's an eraser.
I'm not even trying to be funny, dude.
Because I have a tendency too of having a book open and then drawing and then like erasing, and sometimes it lands on my book. I always think it's an eraser, like a rubbed off eraser piece.
Yeah. Omar Glitch is asking when I'm going to swipe that cover. Don't worry about it.
Which one? The Batman one?
Don't worry about it. I don't know. Probably the Batman one. Yeah. No, I wouldn't swipe that. No, I only swipe. I swipe Todd. I do homages to McFarlane. It's like I'm old school. It's usually 80s swipes. I did a Transformer swipe that I've never released for Ragetality. I got one of I did another Witchblade one too for a book that I haven't put out yet.
I don't think we
'Cause
ever
remember
showed
my
off the Ragetality one that we collabed on.
We're not showing that yet.
No? Okay.
No, we're not showing that yet.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's on my wall.
That's for the next. No. That's for the next campaign.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I got a few.
Ooh.
Oh, bro. So, okay, here's another page here. I'd be interested to see the. Look at, he's got a hot dog nose. Look.
That's so funny. It's nose to nose. It's all like.
Look at the nose, dude. YouTube's gonna be like stream deleted.
look at all that detail on that nose.
Yeah, he crosshatched the hot dog.
I would have loved to have seen that nose in the original pencils though.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, because this face looks pretty dope right here in this corner where he's leaning back. I like shots like that. You know, like when the disappearing neck shot, because like Mojo always looked cool like that, or like Kingpin. You know, like where you just sort of draw accent lines where the chin is.
Right.
There's something about that. Yeah, Omer Glitch says swipe the Keone. He's talking about the Abomination one.
Oh.
I don't know. I already did a Pit #1 homage swipe on the ash can. Remember that, Andy?
I remember.
It's on the ash can that everyone gets with their books whenever I'm done. Replicant says, put some mustard on that schnoz. Put some mustard on the schnoz.
Dude, we're not even halfway through this book.
Yeah, let's keep. All right, should we? Okay, here. I'm gonna thumb through it until we find something, because this is all like talking. Look at Alfred with his his ears are cold.
With his AirPod Max. Look at him.
Mm-hmm. Those aren't beats. Hey, look at it. You got Demon.
Dude, that is a dope piece.
That is a nice piece. I prefer this in pencil. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm glad that you see again. I'm glad they showed it not inked, because I'm sure I would have seen it.
This piece in pencil right here is so cool. Once it was inked, it did kill the energy. It's like you get a there's a finality to an inked piece, but it can. What percentage would you say the inks actually kind of kill the energy of a piece? What percentage?
On that piece, or just
no, just in general speak. Like if you were to take most like professional comic pencilers and you were to compare, because we both have seen like hundreds of pages of pencils and inks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say the percentage is where it's like it looks better pencils, or it needed inks because the pencils needed some help?
If not 70-30, I'd say 60-40. And I'm being completely honest, because there are some times where like the finished ink piece really looked nice.
Yeah, I agree. I think 60-40. Because even like Silvestri stuff on the darkness, I've seen a lot of the pencils on that. And dude, it did actually need the inks, man. Some pages not so much, but there were other pages where he it was like I got to get to Denny's. I got to knock this out real quick.
Dude, that Scarecrow's dope.
Yep. Man, and again, you can see a lot of what Finch was taking in the hand too, dude. You could see that he was looking at a lot of Simon Bisley, man. A lot. Oh, you know what I feel like he did? He kind of took Simon Bisley's approach and he dummied it down for someone that draws a more realistic figure.
So, okay, look, that ink piece, that was done by Williams, right?
Mm-hmm. Scott, yeah.
It looks like it's more of a Jim Lee piece than a...
It looks like a... Yeah, I agree. It looks more like a Lee, yeah.
See? That's what I'm telling you. Sometimes the inker... And that's, again, not knocking Williams. Williams is an amazing artist, inker. But there's this... We're talking about the handshake. There's just...
Right.
Perfect inkers for certain artists.
A few of the books on this run in the printed books, Omer Glitch, a few of the books were Scott Williams. And then I think one or two possibly was Matthew Banning or Bat Banning, and then the rest of it would be Richard Friend. So I think Richard Friend, and I'm not entirely sure. I mean, this might actually just be Scott Williams inking the cover, and then Richard Friend did all the interiors on the inks. That happens sometimes, where you'll get like a cover inker, like a Scott, like a Scott Williams or whoever, and then the interior inker is like someone completely different. That's a cool page. Because this is a hardcover, it's hard to. I'm not going to break my book. It's hard to see the face because it cuts right in the middle on that. Dude, look at this one right here, Andy. This is a terrible scan.
Yeah, so I was going to tell you, it's all blurry on top, and then like
it's almost like the scanner like had a meltdown in the beginning. Look, it's like hella blurry, like 72 DPI. And as you go down, it's about 150 DPI. Oh, here we go. Here's 300, right? Like this area is 300 DPI. This is like 150. And then this is like 72 and then like 65.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm just glad it didn't happen on a pivotal page.
You know what? I'm going to write them a letter. I'm going to tell them what page is this? On page 293 of your 800 page omnibus.
Check it out, dude. If you keep going, there's a Batman shot where he's jumping down an explosion. Same scanner issue.
Oh, shit. This is probably a JPEG off Facebook. Like, they didn't have the page. That looks terrible. Yeah, and it's because you got the page next to it to look at, too. You know, hey, it's okay. We get the other ones are good. We're going to treat this like a marker. This is our halfway. We're not halfway, actually.
That's why we're going to speed it up, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to speed this up, guys. I want to get Andy out of here by at least 11:30. Andy called me up to like talk and hang out, and I was like, "Let's stream."
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. What do you think of this Joker right here?
Did I go? Yeah, dude, it's nice.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of do you remember the double page spread where you had to turn the book in Batman Darkness that Finch drew, and it was just the Joker's face?
It's cool.
It reminds me of that.
It's hella good.
Yeah. There you go. So you got Rich. I think this is Friend.
See,
did they get rid of the freaking signatures?
I don't want to knock the inker colorist, but I would have preferred to see that in its raw pencil stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go a couple more, and dude, tell me that doesn't remind you of the Joe Quesada Daredevil.
Yeah.
Right? The thing all stringy.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where the Kevin Smith one.
The one inked by Danny Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kevin Smith did a couple with him, didn't he?
I think so, but the more memorable one, the one where I guess has the baby.
He had Daredevil father, and then Daredevil. I forgot the name, and it's not right here in front of me.
But yeah, there was a similar like Daredevil where like the lasso was like all going around his legs.
Yeah. It's kind of wrapping around and just loose and looking all like a jump rope. He's doing jump rope tricks. Yeah. You know what's funny too, though? Like for you and me, like these would be throwaway pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when Finch draws throwaways, dude, they're like wall worthy.
Yeah. Look at he put the grid marks on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't going to mention it because I noticed on my camera you can't see it.
Well, whoever has the book will see it. It'll be like, hey, yeah, he's right.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, Finch, he went through, and there's a line every probably half inch or quarter inch, making the perspective grid to come down, just so that, and it's literally so he could draw these lines and then the podium. But he drew it across the whole page very lightly, across the whole thing down like this. And then he drew the perspective that kind of comes up and feathers out that direction. And that's where you get these lines that are at this angle.
And here, again, he's very gifted at what he does. But it goes to show you, like, it's not like he just sits on the table and he could actually perspectively create it.
Turn the page and look on the right. It's another one. We got hit again. Damn.
Yeah.
Low res, come on. I feel like this one is too.
Hey, as long as the page on the left look good.
The page on the left is like sick, and the one on the right's like Facebook memory status. What is this here? This one's okay. The scans are super light, so now my eyeballs are telling me it's like a bad scan, even if it's not. This is a cool double right here. The breakout.
And I'm over here like getting upset with the writer. Like, come on, bro, I need some more Finch on Batman, not Finch on Bruce Wayne.
I didn't know the Insane Clown Posse was part of DC.
Oh, so this is what leads into the White Rabbit, right?
Yeah, this is already in the 52 run, like the relaunch. I still don't understand whether or not the story was like reconned or if it was just like a continuation, man. I'm not positive. That's what happens when you don't read the comics. You just buy them for art. I like this shot a lot. I like this shot a lot, dude.
That's cool.
With the characters here, they're kind of angled here, and then it kind of goes up, but then he's sort of like a placard. He's right there on top. It works. He's kind of large for the car, scale wise, but he looks okay. All right, I'm gonna start going through here. Cool. What do you think? Hey, Andy, what do you think of the sound effects that we've been seeing on every other page?
So
damn, there's so many sound effects in this book. Crack.
I'm all for it, but
kaboom.
Not on this book. I didn't need it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't need the verbiage either.
There she is.
Yep, there she is.
Hey, look, what's this arrow? He drew a fucking arrow. What is this? Look at. He drew an arrow.
Oh, because if you look on the right hand side, it has notes. See, cracks with whiteout.
Cracks. Oh, so to add cracks in there. There you go.
Yeah,
time for rich friend to shine.
Mm-hmm.
All those cracks unnoticed. I'm just saying. Andy and I didn't notice it.
Yeah,
we're too busy looking at eraser dust.
Yeah, but
that's
the guy who bought the original piece, the original ink piece, he noticed.
Bro, these are my favorite books right here of this run, because you just get to see this like crazy juiced out Two-Face and then like just beating Batman's. There's something about seeing like the hero just get their ass beat. I don't know what it is.
Hey, so the page before, what was that? Or is that just a filler page?
You must be some great cop.
The page before, Shelby?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Is that just a filler piece?
Dude, this is eraser dust. I'm over here trying to look at that double. Look at that.
I told you. No, the one after that.
Go up one.
No, there's a page in between those two. No, there's a page between those two. Dude, on your left hand, rub it, because there's another page in between that.
Oh, did I skip? Oh, I skipped one. Okay.
What is on the left?
Pages, they were static. This is just, you know what? This is a filler.
Just a filler?
I think I think what happened is they have a double pager coming up. So they zoomed in and cropped something off a different page. Because look how big that interiors thing is. Or do you think that it was a high res scan and they messed up and they just printed it like this?
I think that's what happened.
Hold up. Which book is this? I'm gonna look. Here, let's take a peek because I got them right here. It's in this run or this one?
Well, it's got to be the one that's got Two-Face ripping up Batman.
This one with two. So so get this. So in the Unwrapped, it's all inked by someone else. In this one here, Finch started inking himself. These are the ones that came after that they never did an Unwrapped book for. So like this stuff here is inked by Finch.
So maybe
Finch
it's not
himself.
Maybe it's not that trade.
It's before that.
We haven't even gotten that.
No. It's in here. It's going to be in this one. Because this one has like the first 14 books, I think. So let's see. Look at the giant kaboom. Here, let's see.
Oh, there it is.
So there's that, and then here's the black and white.
Oh, okay. So it's just a filler.
Cover. Here, oh, dude, it's the inks. It's the inks to that. Or did they give us the inks on that? No, they didn't.
No.
So the trade paperback, you get the ink version of this. Let me see if there's a page before it. No, there's not, because it's that page, and then they share the colorized cover, and then the ink cover, and then the right page would be page 1. So this is just filler. So luckily they didn't. That's not what we thought. Like maybe they accidentally gave them like an 800 DPI file, and they accidentally just printed a corner because it just didn't conform to the print size. So
True.
yeah, no, there's nothing there. We're not missing nothing.
Alrighty, back to the Batman with the eraser shadings. Dude, those are eraser shadings on the glass. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So yeah, Dave Finch, if you ever see this, please clean your scanner.
Because look at the left side too. There's specks all over that too.
Dude. David, look.
Bro.
Look. David, bro.
A little bit of Windex, a little bit of paper towel.
David, if you're a fence sitter and you're watching this, please. These are eraser shavings on the. Clean the glass. Clean the glass. I don't know what you're supposed to use to clean the glass. I use a here. I'll show you what I use. I use a microfiber, Andy. I don't know what you use.
I use a microfiber.
This is literally what I use to clean the glass on my scanner. I use this thing right here. And I've had this thing for a decade.
So microfiber, and then the solution that you would use on your monitors, that would work as well.
Oh, I don't spray it. I just wipe it down, and it's fine. All my scans are fine.
What I do is I spray it onto the cloth, not on the glass itself.
Right. Now my eyeball's looking for more like bad low risk scans.
An eraser gun?
The What Is Even Happening show today, we're discovering eraser shavings and bad scans. That's pretty dope. I like this right here, this page. Her up in the. So what's her superpower again? She has two personalities. She's got two personalities. When she's in a costume, she acts like someone who she isn't.
Sounds like every ex-girlfriend out there.
There's more, Andy. There's more. Okay, so I was over here trying to cover for him. I'm like, oh no, he dropped his pencil. Oh, it was a tick line.
Nope.
Nah, dude, there's shavings on like her skin, even where like because that's not something you would let as an artist. You're gonna erase that,
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool cover. So I got a print of this piece right here from Richard Friend at San Diego Comic-Con in 2012. I think 2012. I have a 12 by 18 of this piece, that of the original.
So that's a cool piece, and I remember seeing your death one. The death one is super.
Oh
nice.
Yeah. The death, yeah, he did that. So here's another page here, Andy. This isn't a page. This is just a zoom in on a panel.
Mm-hmm.
And they just used it for a filler because we're going to come up to more pages.
But next time
What's up, ACC?
Next time I see Bat at the con, I'm going to be like, hey, man, you have any more of those death prints?
Oh, well, if you look right here, Andy, check this out. Replicant says, David's so accommodating. He's on his scanner with the Windex as we speak. Thank you, Replicant. Thank you, David Finch. We don't want to see this again, Dave. We don't want to drop another $30 to $150 for pencil shavings, bro.
Dude, that Joker.
It could be full of pencil shavings. I would say, dude, again. Do you think that it's like maybe he asked Meredith to do it and she just decided to play like Animal Crossing instead?
What? Wife playing Animal Crossing? Not paying attention?
I scanned 3 months of work. She's like, I think I did. I think I cleaned. This is a cool panel right here too.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Good reference material.
Yeah, this stuff's interesting. Yeah, and again, he was working on a monthly. This wasn't like something he just had all the time in the world to draw. Mm-hmm. So it's very impressive what he pumped out every month. 24 pages in 30 days is a feat and he also got editors and shit. This is ugly. This could have done without. You see what they did here?
Yeah.
They threw that font in of the text. Like, come on.
And they could have done better too.
Of an iPhone though.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say he drew a real nice iPhone, and then they put on like the text that would never be on an iPhone. Like they should have done the little bars.
Yeah, no way, dude. They use like what's the font they use? Hey, I bet you Dave Finch uses Arial Olivetti font.
Well, he's always in Comic Sans.
Comic Sans? No, he's into that Arial Olivetti font. All right, so you got he had Olivetti on his channel. I think they were painting,
Dude.
or maybe it was just a dream. Maybe I just dreamt it, Andy.
I'm gonna be working on the death piece in the near future, and I'm totally gonna be referencing the way he does boots because he's always showing the bottom of the boots.
Right.
Thanks, Finch. Dude, see that?
Hey, we finally got a that is a cover. We finally get a cover in pencil.
Mm-hmm.
We finally get it, Andy.
Love it.
Not finally. I think there was one or two before.
Super dopeness.
I'm being a little extra. There it is, dude. He did the cape thing. The Kelly Jones / Bisley / not McFarlane approach.
Dude, no joke. If I was Finch, I flat out my contract. It'd be like, you get what you get because I ain't gonna redraw this stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine drawing like a Batmobile and like that Batcave.
You got the Batculo. Hey, what do you think of the little highlight he put on that Batculo right there, Andy?
Hey,
what do you think of that?
You can't say he doesn't give back to the ladies.
Right? That's for the
for the ladies.
That's for all the Jenny fans.
That's Dave giving to the ladies before that Batman issue that came out where he was all frontal for no reason.
Oh, the Batwang.
Yeah, he's
the
just
Batwing.
like, it's cool, man. Like, I'm in the
So
Batcave.
this is cool. Look at, dude. This whole piece. You know what I'm impressed about? That he didn't make the colorist do this. Look, he drew the shadow popping off of that vine right there. Good job, Dave. You're going places. What's up, Bobby? I see Bobby in chat.
All right, Shab, we got about 10 more minutes.
All right. Hey, we're still. I need to get a clip for Phil of the. Ay, papi, give me the culo. There you go.
Phil needs it. He needs it bad.
What do you think of this panel right here?
That's cool.
With the crazy lighting. You like it?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows that I guess his monitors and his TVs are down on the floor.
That's a crotch monitor. It's drawn very well. Andy and I crack jokes about this work because we're actually super intimidated. So it's our like defense mechanism when we see
super
Finch.
jelly.
This is weird, dude. Wait, what the hell? Look at this right here. I wonder what they statted. Do you see Batman just floating?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing drawn around him. Okay, I'm gonna have to find this real quick. Oh, we're not to the Superman yet, are we? Or did we already skip it?
No.
Not the Superman yet. Let me see if I can find this panel.
Maybe he's flying the invisible jet.
No. It's sort of like indicated. Dude, I feel like there's some of this work might be missing from here.
Oh, okay. We're getting close. We're getting close. Oh, go back. I think he redrew it. Look, keep going. Go. Keep going.
Which page is it? It's
look for the plane on the right hand side. I think he redrew that panel at the bottom.
Here's the upshot.
Yeah. Go. See? He redrew it.
Oh, dude.
There's two panels.
He drew. Okay, yeah. So look at. So in this page, you got white rabbit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on the pencil page, there's no white rabbit. There's no white rabbit, and it's Batman. So this right here was completely redrawn. This is the final with White Rabbit. So that got split into two. And look, she's not even penciled in this page.
Right.
Yeah. But on this one, she's in the corner saying some shit. All right.
Not more.
We found it, Andy. We found it.
Okay, I'm at the Deathstroke scene.
This one. Where he pulls him out of the jet?
No.
This one where he's slicing him?
Slicing him.
It's pretty cool. it's a little hard to decipher what's going on here. Just because there's so much detail. As a colorist, I would pull my freaking hair out. I would probably start with Batman. I'd probably hit, you know, all the rendering on Batman, and then visit this last.
It's very cool.
The perspective on it's kind of odd, but I mean, it works. You know, Finch knows what he's doing. It's just my eyeball's taking me places here that I don't think he intended.
So this is a cool piece of it's like a headshot of Scarecrow coming up. Dude, the detail on
Let's
that.
see here. Oh,
like on the mask and stuff.
Yep. So this might actually be where Finch started inking himself on the actual pages. No, never mind, because this is Rich Friend. Now I can tell because them inks are badass.
They're badass.
They're badass. Oh, eraser shaving.
Mm-hmm.
On
Told
the
you.
cover.
They're all over the place.
He's got it right on Batman's chin.
Yeah, so I guess this section has a lot of ink pages. I'm flipping right through
so
it.
this is all stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is gonna be this is a cool double pager right here.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting choked out. Look. Oh,
I love the details on the buildings.
Chat can't see that face. Look at that face. Right here.
Yeah, that's anguish.
That's kind of cool. I feel like the only artist that pulled this off a lot would be like Alex Ross.
And then Superman. Not a big fan of Superman.
Yeah.
I could flip through all those all day long. And then there's that Bane piece. Bam!
Is it the backbreaker? Yeah, there's Batman. This bothers me, Andy, when artists do a face that is literally being cut by the double page spread.
Yeah, not a fan of it.
It's like put them over here or put it over here. Like it's just. And honestly, this might be a weird crop. Like I don't know how I'm not going to go through the book again, but it might just be the cropping of the line art edition for this, and not specifically for the printed one. Because in the print one, that's a double pager is one file, and you can shift it or enlarge it or whatever you need to do. Because this is just a reduced version of a large file.
Right.
I like this face a lot, man. This feels like a Silvestri face right here.
Mm-hmm. And bam, there it is, the Bane.
Backbreaker.
That's cool.
The backbreaker.
That's cool.
Who broke the bat?
And just the calmness on Bane's eyes is so cool.
Mm-hmm. He got it pretty easy after getting beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are cool. And there's more White Rabbit. She's running around. I feel like this was based on a real person, man. Because this doesn't feel like a standard comic face.
Like he's just like, hey, Dad, I'm gonna put you on the comic.
Right.
Hey, Uncle.
Hey, son, hold still. I'm gonna age you up about 48 and a half years.
Something like that.
This is a really cool emote. I like that. This is probably the first time I've seen Finch draw like a smile. Like a not a forced smile. Like this is a forced smile. This one here.
Mm-hmm.
This one feels like that. That subtlety that like Humberto Ramos or maybe like Chris Bacalo draws. That that subtle smile. It's sort of like a crisscrossy smile, like just a little hint at it.
Little smirk.
Okay, dude. Okay, hold on. Check this out, Andy. Look at the upper right part of every page scan. Tell me what you see.
Yep. It's that same dot. Look. I'm telling you, it was on the scanner.
Meredith, come on. Look, it's on the scanner. It's every single page.
Every single page.
It's Meredith's fault.
Dude, on this whole book. Andy,
do you ever blame your wife? Do you ever blame her if something's not right?
No, because at that point, it'll be my fault.
It's the whole issue. Look. The dot moved.
I know.
Look, because look, here it's on the outside. It's out of the safe zone. Look, the dot moved into the safe zone on this page.
It's funny.
What's even happening, dude? That dot looks like it's part of the hurrah. And it's there too. This is a really cool book here too. The Bane. Finch draws Bane the best, dude.
Yeah, it's super
I really
cool.
like Dave Finch's Bane. Nothing against Kelly Jones. He draws it well, but I think Dave Finch does it better. All right. Yeah, there's that damn dot, dude.
These pictures are really cool. Let's see.
That's a cool little pull away that didn't slam.
Yeah, and you know what? There's a lot of pages here where, like, I mean, I guess people could get the book and absorb it, but towards the end here, there's a lot of like emptiness.
Yeah, he's probably ready to call it a day and go on to his next project. This is a very cool page right here, man. This page of him, Bane holding him over his head.
Yeah, because I'm flipping through it.
Look at him up on that. He's up there on the shoal. He's like about to throw him over that cliff.
I'm looking at the Court of Owls now. Like, you're about maybe 3 pages out. Yeah, dude, I think that Bane part was probably some of the better pages.
Yeah, here's the court. Yeah, so there you get to see Richard Friend with the autograph. What do you think? What do you think of Richard's inks, dude?
No, they're good stuff.
Like with Finch, like do you think that maybe? So every once in a while, I feel like Rich would he would kind of lean into the, sometimes when Finch does lines, he'll get kind of wonky, like they're not really perfect, like they're not
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of go off in their own direction and they kind of come back on track. Mm-hmm. He kind of inks it that way too sometimes. And maybe that's just because of Finch. Maybe Finch is like, hey, don't like what I'm saying for everyone to do, which is like hijack. Yeah, this stuff's cool.
Yeah. No, the rest of this book is okay. I think it's definitely good reference material, man. I'm not going through the whole book with you. I'm definitely gonna have it on my desk.
I'm glad you finally got it. Yeah, this is a book. Yeah, guys, if you can find this book, sure. I mean, I would say if you're an artist or a big time fan of 90s artists who kind of grew through the early 2000s and kind of turned into their own style with a little bit of that 90s flair. This one here, this Finch book is this is very cool, man. So this is the Batman 700 cover he did.
I love it.
This looks way better than the printed piece.
I think because they probably darkened it up a little bit. You can see a little bit more of the detail.
The colors, yeah. After the inks and the colors, there wasn't enough bright coloring to make it feel right.
And there's the cover of the book.
Yeah, there's the full cover without any trade dress. This says Wizard Magazine cover. Huh. So this is a repurposed. I don't remember this. Well, I mean, I stopped buying Wizard Magazine around issue like 50. It's got a little stuff about Dave Finch there. You get a giant Batman ARG face. And then, of course, they're right here. They're going to sell you all these trade paperbacks. You could get the Batman Omnibus now, the Capullo run, for about $50-$60. And there's 2 of them. There's like a volume 1 and a volume 2. I don't own either one. I got trade paperbacks. Glapian gave me a bunch of trades at a show, so I already got all those. I was behind him. His booth was behind me, and he just came up and gave them to me because we were talking about art and stuff.
So I guess that wraps us up. We hit that hour. I know you got to get going.
That's the best that we've done, man.
Well, it's an art inspiration stream. It's not a what's happening. It would have gone way longer if it was a what's happening. But I hope all of you guys are inspired.
Our webcam's acting funky monkey. What's up, Sumo? He says good morning.
Sumo's always pick up that book.
Yes. Yeah.
If you're on the chat on the YouTube, if you guys want us to review any other books, let us know. Shelby and I have a lot of the same taste, so we probably have the same books. We don't mind doing a little bit of a review of those books.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. But if you just got here, Go back to the beginning and watch it. What's up? I
Show's
see
over.
Rick Saylor. Rick Saylor just. Come on, guys. We've been going for. I can't even see it now.
An hour and 20 minutes.
An hour. An hour 20. I had to get art of a stupid pop up that.
Usually the art
Somewhere
inspiration goes what? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? We went a whole hour and 20 minutes. But yeah, pick up the
4
book.
hours later, and then we're hanging out backstage.
It's
Yeah,
a great
guys,
book.
yeah.
Pick it up.
Andy, what do you think a good price point for this would be? Now we don't know. We don't know whether or not they're going to reprint this. They haven't so far. I would say they're not going to reprint it.
So, like I said, I snagged mine for 30 just this past week because I just got it in the mail. I know Shelby got it at cover price. If you could snag one at cover price, jump on it immediately. Even if it's $50 plus,
US.
Yeah, even if it's 50 plus $5 ship, jump on it because there's times that this book goes up to 150. It's hard to get.
To be honest, I think US retail on this right now, because this book is old, guys. This isn't new.
It's 2010.
I think that this book would be a $49 or a $59.99 book because it's actually pretty thick. Yeah, like here, I'll show you like the Suicide Squad. So this one here is actually, get this, dude. Yeah, it's about the same price. Okay, so look at the thickness of this. This is the Dave Finch one, the big one. Yeah. And this is the Jim Lee Suicide Squad one, which is like a comparable price. This is more recent. And again, whoever has it's not letting it go. So if you see somebody letting it go for inexpensive, grab it. Yeah. I can tell you, I'll never let it go. As an artist, I'll never let it go. But thanks, Shelby, for having me on. That was fun. Thanks for coming on. Yeah. All right, man. How am I going to end this? They want Radiohead, Denny's Grand Slam, or just the outro? That'll work. Denny's? Let's do it.